Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video, with the launch of the new Garmin Montana 710, 710i and 760i, we thought it'd be a nice time to talk again about the durability and the ease of use of having a large touchscreen GPS device when in the outdoors. So this model is the new model that's just been launched that we've got in stock. So some of the things I'm going to show you have came across from the older version, the Montana 700, 700i, 750i. But it's really just a reminder of why we sort of have these designated outdoor GPS devices over using something like a touchscreen on a phone. So you can see the two units I've got laid out in front of me here. On the left hand side, I've got the 760i. So this is the one with a built-in 8 megapixel camera, but it's the one with the SOS button, which means it's got the two-way satellite communication. So of course the main thing with that is if you've got no mobile signal and you needed to get in touch with a family member, you needed to get in touch with emergency services, so we've got the SOS button, or have family members and friends track you on an expedition. You're doing that via satellites. You don't need mobile communication for that. It is a subscription-based service, but you're not needing any mobile connection. So if you're worried about being off-grid, that's a great function. The unit on the right is the 710 unit, so very similar, if not the same really, as the 760i on the left. We just don't have the camera and we don't have the inReach two-way satellite communication, but they've both got the same weatherproof ratings, etc. Tough screens, which I'm going to talk through, and then just show you how easy it is when you're using a larger screen GPS device. So the first thing to mention is both these units are IPX7 weather rated. So IPX7 is a high rating for when you're outside in the rain, the snow, the sleet, etc. Not a problem using the unit. Temperature wise, they'll go down to -20°C operating temperature and up to +60°C. And we all know with our mobile phones, they have built-in safety to turn off the phones, and you can have problems with the batteries where it's trying to protect the battery from being damaged when you get into really cold temperatures. These devices are designed to work down to -20. That, like anything, it will affect the battery from when it's a warmer temperature, but the device will still work down to -20. We've got the high-end lithium ion batteries in the unit that is removable. So the nice thing is, with it being a removable battery that you can take out, you can actually buy spare batteries and put spare batteries, keep spare batteries with you to put in if needed. Of course, we can charge them from a power bank as well. Both of them are tested to military standard, the military standard 810, so that's for thermal, shock rating, vibration rating, and also water testing to that military standard 810. So a unit designed to be used in the outdoors. Big thing for me is they've got trans-reflective screens, so when you're in bright sunlight, the screens work really well. The sun actually shining on the screen reflects back out of the screen, making it easier to see. Whereas we all know a lot of the time with our phones, they're very hard to see in bright sunlight. If you're doing any nighttime navigation and you put a head torch on, the head torch does the same as the sun, reflects back out of the screen and makes it really good to see. So that's just a little bit about sort of the testing of the unit, the weather rating, etc. Both of the devices have a 5-inch, so a large touch screen. That's a strengthened glass, so it's a chemically strengthened glass on the screen, so a tough device. Now with the touchscreen units, the big difference is with these units, we do have a setting for rain or gloves. We've actually got a video below, so if you're looking on our product reviews, you'll see the video below. If you're watching this video directly on YouTube, we'll put a link to the video below. Now, it's a video that we did on the older Montana 700 series, but as they've got exactly the same screen and setting, the video was done to demonstrating some horrendous stormy weather that we were having in Northumberland, and we took an iPhone outside with us just to show we were really struggling using the touchscreen of the phone. But when the screen on the Montana was covered in water, it was absolutely fine. So actually in the main menu of the devices, if I just go into the main menu and in setup, we do have an option called accessibility, and we can set it for glove and rain are normal. I've actually got this one set for glove at the minute. It does work better with the gloves that have got the tips in, but you can find even with a flat part of the finger with the glove, we still get a response. I've actually just got a glove that I wear. It's a fairly thin glove. Don't get us wrong, if I had a really thick glove on, chances are I would take it off for some functions, but it's just a glove that I use when I'm cycling here, and it does have the tips on a couple of the fingers as well. So just on the map you can see this one's actually got the Topo Active preloaded European mapping in view. The one on the right's actually got the Ordnance Survey 1 to 25 map. So I've got the little plus and minus there to zoom out and the back arrow to come back out. Got the little icons at the bottom here that we can go through. Touch the house symbol, tap on a folder. So it's just showing you there that it is working with the gloves on. And when it's wet, like I say, it works really well as well. So move the map around. It's just nice when you've got that bigger screen as well. You can see a lot more in front of you. I've actually set the little position indicator, the blue triangle, to be a slightly bigger size than the default one. So that's just showing you me using a glove. I'm just going to take the glove off now. Now, what we can do with a bigger screen that I find a lot easier than some of the smaller devices, we can actually, even though we always recommend you create a route before you go on a computer, an app, you've got the free GPS training route planning software you can use. The nice thing with this device being a bigger screen, I do find it a bit easier if you needed to do a quick route on the hoof on the actual device. So on the main menu, I'm just going to use the one with the OS map here, and I'll just zoom in a little bit closer so you can see the screen. I'm just going to go into, just really quickly, just to demonstrate this. I'm not going to go too far into it, just to give you an idea how on the device itself, using the map, because it's a nice big screen, I can simply, this is where I am at the moment. I can move the map, zoom in, pick where I want my next point, add, and it's a nice big screen. So add my next point. It doesn't have quite the same flexibility as a computer system where we can edit things on the go and sort of move things around when we're finished. We can, if we make a mistake, I'll just put that one in the wrong place. There is an option where I can pick the last bit that I put and actually remove it and just go back to add point again from the map, and it's just zoom in again. But it's showing you how you can actually on the hoof create a route just by moving the screen around. And I think with it being a bigger unit, it's easier to do that. So I'm just going to do a very short route here from where we are at the minute to the church in the centre of the village. It's only 0.44 miles. Hit the back arrow there and that one's done. I can rename it if I want, but I'll just select that there as done, and then I could load that course to actually go and navigate with. So I'll just bring that one up there now and go, and I've got the pink line on the screen now to follow, and I'd simply follow that pink line on the route that I've created. So just, I think having that bigger screen, just you're seeing that bigger area in front of you. When you're moving the map around, you've got a much bigger area, and it is easier when you want to create, say, a route on the hoof, you know, rather than one that you've planned. But really the whole thing about this is it's a robust unit designed for those cold temperatures. Sunlight shining on the screen's great. It's a tough screen. We've got the military standard. We've got the waterproof rating. We've got a decent battery. We get 24 hours with GPS only, but we can take the battery out and put spare batteries in. So it really is a device designed for the outdoors, whether it be for your hiking or walking. We do have the bicycle mount, so you can fit it on a mountain bike. We have the motorbike mounts that will actually charge the device. You can hardwire them into your motorbike battery, so if you're using it on a motorbike. So when you buy the unit, the 710, we have the options of the Ordnance Survey mapping that I've got on here, but you also get preloaded on all of the units, the full Europe Topo Active, the sort of more basic mapping, but you do get that for the whole of Europe. If you purchase the I versions, you actually get the city navigator, road navigation, maps included as well. I hope you found this video useful, just to go through how robust the units are and how easy it is when you're using a larger screen unit. And thanks for watching.